viewers, how are you? Hope you are all well by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In my last videos, I have shown to you the uses of am, was, were, and another most important words which I have not been mentioned, that is shall be and will be. Shall be and will be also the most important part of be verbs. Shall be and will be are the future form of be verbs. Now, the main target, the main question is where shall be and will be are used. You should listen and you should watch the board on which I am writing. You should watch this very carefully, otherwise you cannot understand. Now, shall be and will be. I have already written to you in my last videos that in first person singular, and in first person plural, you should use shall be, and in other cases you should use will be. It is the general and normal rule, but in obligations, determinations, strong desire, in that case these rules will reverse. Do you understand what I am saying? Okay, thank you. Now, shall be, first person, these rules is first person singular number. So here we will use shall be. I shall be. Okay, do you understand? Thank you. And in first person plural there will be shall be. So where am I using shall be? Listen carefully. In first person singular here will be shall be, and in first person plural you should use shall be. And in other number and persons you should use will be. That means you will be, you will be, he will be, they will be. Hope you understand very clearly. Thank you, my dear listeners. I have already told you, whenever you will watch my videos, you will be very concentrated. You will be very concentrated on my lectures. You will be very attentive what I am saying to you, and you will be very careful what I am showing to you. Okay? Thank you, my dear listeners and dear students. So I have already written the three categories of be verbs, three classes of be verb. That means am, was, and shall will be. Now I will write the meanings of these words. I am means আমি হই বা আছি. I was mean আমি ছিলাম. Okay? I shall be means আমি হব. Okay? In this way all the meanings will be. When the am will be used, it will only describe the present condition of the subject. When was will be used, it will only describe the past condition of the subject. Okay? Does it make any sense? Thank you. Wherever shall be and will be used, it will describe the future condition of the subject. Is it clear to you? Okay, thank you. Now, another, he is, I am not writing in every places. You are good students, I know, and you can easily understand. So, he is, সে, হয়, or, আছে. He was, সে, ছিল. He will be, সে, হবে. Do you understand? Okay, thank you. You are superb students and intelligent students. Thank you. And now I am going to the example of translations for which we are waiting for videos after videos. Now, example. Suppose ছেলেটি অলস. One sentence. ছেলেটি অলস. Second sentence. ছেলেটি অলস ছিল. Okay? Third sentence. ছেলেটি অলস হবে. Now I will translate these three sentences. Firstly, you should watch the meaning of the three sentences. What are they describes? The first one, look at the first one. ছেলেটি অলস. That means here the word white has been understood. That means understood means উজ্জ্ব আছে, okay? Okay, thank you. You know that. ছেলেটি অলস. It describes the present condition of the subject. He was not always in past. He will not be always in future. The boy is lazy. That means ছেলেটি অলস. That describes the present condition of the subject. Whenever the present condition of the subject will be described, you should use am, is or are. So here the translation will be like this. The boy is lazy. Okay. Now what's this translation? How easy this is? This is very easy. There will be no problem. Suppose so many sentences. আবহাওয়াটা খারাপ. The weather is bad. আজকে আবহাওয়াটা খুব মনোরম. Today's weather is very charming. So by using am, is and are, you can describe so many things. অঙ্কটি সোজা. The sum is easy. অঙ্কটি কঠিন. ওই অঙ্কটি কঠিন. That sum is difficult. So you can describe so many things by using am, is and are. So you can understand now that there are so many importance of using am, is and are. Now look at the second sentence. ছেলেটি অলস ছিল. It describes the past condition of the subject. So the translation will be like this. The boy was lazy. Does it make any sense to you? Okay, thank you. It must make any sense to you. The boy was lazy. It describes the past condition of the subject, and that's why I have using here was and were, because it is describing the past condition of the subject, the past situation of the subject. And ছেলেটি অলস হবে. The third one, the third sentence. Look at the third sentence very carefully. ছেলেটি অলস হবে. He is not lazy now. He was not lazy in past. He will be, that means সে অলস হবে in future. So the translation will be like this. The boy will be lazy. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, thank you. So these are the translations, and by using these rules you can easily translate so many kind of sentences by using am, is, was, and shall be, will be. And I am sure you will be quite confident, and certainly I am quite certain that you can easily understand, and you can easily adapt, and you can easily be skilled to describe the condition of the subject by using this diagram: present form, past form, and future form. Another questions, sentence pattern. You should remember, I will discuss in details in my next class, but today I am just giving you the classification. Sentence patterns, that means are in four types: affirmative, in negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative. Suppose the first one, suppose a boy, Suraj is intelligent. Here I am using just present form of the verbs, manager. Suraj is intelligent. It is affirmative. That means habodok. Suraj is not intelligent. It is negation. That means negative form of the sentence. And whenever you will make it interrogative, the verb will go at the beginning of the sentence. Is Suraj intelligent? And whenever you will make it negative interrogative, then it's not Suraj intelligent. You should use interrogative form, and within interrogative form you should also use negative word. That means not. Like similarly, here is another crucial point. Whenever you will make a sentence from in negative interrogative sense, whenever it will be negative interrogative, and if the subject is noun, if the subject is in noun form, then not will go before the subject. And if the subject is in pronoun form, the not will be after the subject. Look at this example. They are happy. They are happy. It is affirmative. They are not happy. It is negative. Are they happy? It is interrogative. You can easily understand that because I have already shown here the pronouns. Are they not lazy? Here they in, are it, they is in pronouns. So not have been used after the subject. Okay, do you understand what I am saying? before concluding my videos, I will say to you that check out, eliminate all the fears from your mind. Check out all the hesitation from your mind. You will think yourself that you are skilled, you are good in English, you are adept, you will be adept in future to speak out, to express out to others. And I am quite certain that you will be good and skillful in English language if you increase your self-power, your self-effort, your self-confidence, and in next time, in future time, you will make yourself a smart persons in your society, in your friend circle, okay? I will want to see you that you will be a smart person. No more today. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.